Oh, we are live, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, miraculously we are live because I still have my pass on this site to broadcast. So, because they announced the pricing last week. And it's $49. If we want to do this every week, it would cost us $49. It would cost me $49 to stay on Fire Talk. To have 4 people on screen is $49. The free version you can.
And this goes directly to your Fire. No, your Facebook.
No.
Account.
No.
Oh.
We may well have to change platforms again. Then we can go live to Facebook. That's a definite option. I mean, the quality on here is brilliant, and we're used to being here, really, aren't we?
You just have to click on log in, and that is it, really.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
also it doesn't burn CPU. It burns CPU.
I know what you mean.
Like the amount of processor, you know, the old MacBook just sort of trundles along without its fans, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Right, well, what's happening? How's TEDx going?
Going well. We've actually found the optimal position in the college to do the event. Got to get a load of blackout curtains for traditional background, so to speak. So that's cool, and we do more advertising this weekend. Got a marketing agency as a sponsor who's going to be helping with the marketing push to deliver the thing for Stoke. Basically, we keep on saying we're doing it for Stoke, you know, and seems to be getting traction, getting a load of interest, lots of likes on Facebook. Not as many ticket sales as I'd like, but loads of likes.
The local press? How about local
we're talking to local press as well. Seen them on Monday about, you know, because it's such a small, in quotes, event. 100 people.
Yeah.
So in that, financially at 30 quid a head, it's a small event actually, but the potential for Stoke with the link to TED, with the videos being there for forever. It's a big. I keep on saying it's a big issue. So we just need to get the word out. We're having to market TED itself, and then talk about the local variant TEDx.
Right.
And it's the first time we've done it. It's the first time we've done the event, and we're learning such a lot about how to do it. You know, so it's good fun actually. People, it's all as with us, like, you know, it's always about the people. It's marvelous people involved. Morning, Peter.
Morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
How are things with you?
Do you know something? I woke up during the night, but do you know something? I had a fantastic sleep after. I had a fantastic sleep, and I really feel refreshed. Maybe it's because I'm kind of changing my eating habits, because for the past year, my sugar level has been sky high.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking at my health. I cycled to BNI yesterday at 5:30 in the morning. And, it was great. All downhill. All downhill. And I phoned one of my vans to pick me up and away. No, I had things to do, you know. So it's what I've done. I don't know if I told you last week. I've volunteered to become a speaker for Diabetes Scotland.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I'll be closer to them, and I'll learn things about eating. And there's, I mean, even that short, brief chat I had to them, there's a helpline if an employer's giving you a hard time. There's a helpline there's a helpline on it for a few things that I didn't know about. Did you know, as a diabetic, now let's see if your knowledge on this.
Okay.
can a diabetic on insulin drive a heavy goods lorry?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd say
How did you know? How did you know that? Was that a guess?
Who?
Stephen Silk.
An educated guess, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Can you fly a plane?
Yeah. No.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay, you can, yes.
Can you go on a motorbike? Yes. You can drive a car? Yes. Can you be a free fall parachute instructor?
We're going to get to it eventually.
I was suggesting you mentioned a mental issue if you want to be one, which would disqualify you, but...
Yes, you can. Now,
right.
I was surprised because a paratrooper in the army, a type 1 diabetic sergeant, he's a free fall parachute instructor. The only thing that he is not allowed to do, he's not allowed to do a tandem jump. He can't take anybody else with him, no one connect to him, because they can do that. He's not allowed to do that, and he takes his sugar level before he goes up. So there's a lot of discrimination against diabetics, and it's amazing. A fireman, he won an award a few years back that he became diabetic, and the fire services got out. He fought it. Now there are policemen, firemen, that if they're in service, I don't know if you can get in, I'll have to check on that. If you become a type 2 diabetic, type 1, you get on board, you still stay in. And here's a thing I found out as well. Type 2 diabetics in the British Army, they actually bring their medicine up to the front line. Amazing.
Great stuff.
Anyway, that's it.
Right, well, we're lucky to be on here this week because we were attacked by kettles and toasters last Friday. The internet, DDoS attack, but this time using domestic appliances.
Yeah.
It's science fiction, isn't it? Yeah.
But how did he get a toaster? Because it's...
Oh, right, okay. I've been a bit cheeky there. We have household appliances which are Wi-Fi enabled. Yeah. So the fridge that sends the order to the shop, sort of thing. And good morning, Michelle. The fridge that sends the order to the shop. So we've got a series of devices which are on our Wi-Fi networks, and therefore discoverable. And Guy wrote a program which could find all these Wi-Fi enabled kitchen appliances. And unfortunately, when they ship from the factory in China or the Far East, they have a password on them. And the password is a variant of password 1234. So in other words, you can force the password. They know what the password is going to be because it's factory default. Yeah?
Yeah.
So once you force the factory default, you're actually then, you become the fridge, the freezer. Yeah? You can then not only receive information, you can send it. Yeah? So the Wi-Fi enabled fridge sends a message out.
With what app? What process?
That's where my technical knowledge finishes. But that's what millions of household appliances around the world, as one, started to attack Twitter and Spotify and took them down. Yeah, people couldn't use them. Down. It came up, not working. So that's. And the thing is, it's not the Chinese, it's not the Russians, it's amateurs.
The usual.
Oh, it's beyond belief, isn't it? Ah, right, okay.
Right. So, have we officially started yet, your show?
Officially. Well, I suppose now that John's here,
okay.
I can say.
Right. So have you got an agenda for this week?
We'll come to that in a minute. Morning, John. You're squeaking. You're squeaking. You're squeaking again. Right, okay, we'll invite John back in a minute. Oh, good.
I think he's been hacked by a fridge.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. We'll try again. And we're loading and waiting.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
I've always been squeaky anyway. That was my nickname at school.
We didn't
have any internet. That's why I'm late joining.
Oh, wow. Just a minute then. Good morning and welcome to Blabbing for Britain 39. It's Thursday, it's 10 o'clock, and we're live on I Talk today. So good morning, John. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Peter.
49, not 39.
49. I have the editing software. Right, a minute ago, Peter mentioned, do we have a script, a running order today? Now, yesterday, I did my first ever commercial broadcast. And Stephen was there to see it. It only lasted 5 minutes, which thank God it only lasted 5 minutes. At the end of it, I suggested that if I was going to do this properly, I actually needed a script because I was busking it. And we can busk it today because there's no problem at all. And Stephen fell off his chair when I mentioned the word script.
And how was the German bread? Did it go down well?
It went down very well. It actually, this is true story. I took part of it didn't have sound, so I took it down, edited it, put the soundtrack on, and then uploaded it to YouTube, and we had an inquiry from Brazil for the bread. So there you are.
Right. Was it for a loaf or was it for 1,000 loaves?
I did say to Hans that could he deliver to Brazil. But the thing was that there was interest in it, definitely, because it was unannounced, as most of my shows are at the moment. So it got a good reception. And a fair number of views on both sides. On Facebook.
Didn't a lot of Germans go to Brazil?
A lot of German people speaking people in Brazil, yeah.
Weren't there quite a few people, Germans, who went to Brazil at the end of the Second World War?
I believe so, John. I believe so.
Become farmers.
Hello, boy.
Oh.
All right. Okay. So your internet went down.
When do we get the
they were working on the cabinet, which is just across the road from us. And he said someone had opened it with a spade and then shoved the spade inside the cabinet. But it hadn't affected us. But to replace the damaged bit, he had to take the whole cabinet out and then put a new board in.
So good.
And Michelle reckons you're now known as Smurf, John.
Smurf now, squeaky, yeah. Smurf now.
Oh, I just remember that film. Remember the boys from Brazil. Remember that film?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. That's why they've got an order for Germany.
If you don't like The Dentist, that was a very difficult film to watch.
No. Did you know that Peter is the luckiest man of all of us, except for Stephen, who doesn't drive? Well, I know you drive, but you don't own a car, do you, Stephen? As in Mr. Healy.
I drive, yeah.
You don't own a car, though, do you, Stephen?
No, I don't have to.
No. But Peter's the luckiest of us because the survey today says that Scottish drivers will pay considerably less than English drivers for their insurance.
Yeah. Willie, stop phoning me.
We're live on air. Why is that, John?
Because they don't do lots of this rear-ending and other false accident stuff in Scotland that they seem to do in the UK.
Do they do a lot of it in Birmingham, John?
They certainly do. B8 is a place never to go.
Is that right?
Excuse me, but I've got to take this one.
It's all
happening today, Stephen.
Isn't it? It is. If it's going to go, it's going to go. First of all, John can't get on because his internet's down. Peter keeps getting phone calls, which is fair because business comes first. And now John's disappeared. Right, okay.
Well, it's not business, it's Willie keeps phoning the wrong number. And don't mention it. Don't mention accidents because he's just in another one.
Oh, is he okay?
Oh, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about my van. Guys,
The actual answer was yes. I'm very worried, Peter.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. It's my daughter, and
it's so much so that when you start employing people, I know you guys. I mean, I'm having to bring an HR consultant into my business now to sort out, make sure I'm right.
Oh, yeah.
It gets to that. Well, it gets to that stage. You've got to get it right. It's cost me £2,000 worth of crashes recently, damage.
All right. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
don't like doing it, but there you go.
Well, that comes off the bottom line, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just pure profit gone.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of money for me, £2,000, just gone like that. The joys of running a small business. So, do you still, right, sorry, back to you, Steve. Do you still go to exhibitions? Today, I'm going to exhibitions. And I'll tell you, I'm a regular BNI goer, as you know. And I get my stuff out of there. But every so often, I'm speaking to somebody doing about marketing from it, and I went, they says, why don't you come to this event? And someone, a prominent hotelier where Gorbachev and everything's lived, been up here, all the stars. I've been after it for ages, and I met him at this other function. And he says, come in and see me. And so you've sometimes to step out of your bubble, guys, and go to, I mean, I'm coming down to Birmingham next week. And again, the reason I'm coming to Motorbike Centre, and the last time I done it, I don't know how much money, but £150 for 3 visits. Now I'm getting 150 for 2 visits because I came down to Birmingham and looked at a new product.
You raised a question about going to exhibitions, and last Wednesday I went to something called Apps World.
Right.
At Excel, the Excel Centre in London. And yeah, it's about putting your face out there, seeing what's out there as well. Yeah. And I picked up 2 potential opportunities. It was running at the same time as AR and VR world, augmented reality and virtual reality world. But the kicker was that the second day of the event, which I wasn't at, there was a guy doing something about the beauty of maths or the beauty of software, something like that. It turns out it was only Dr. Brian Bloody May.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And I thought, interesting. Apparently, and it wasn't until I mentioned it to some mates that he's quite ill at the moment. He's cancelled a tour. He tours with a young lady at the moment, and cancelled the bloody tour. So didn't see him, but it was nice that he was getting out. He was big into astronomy.
That's right. Yeah.
Doctorship into astronomy, hasn't it?
It's amazing the big stuff. Like Rod Stewart, do you know what his love is? Apart from his girlfriend.
Oh,
he actually has got a big, massive room for his toy trains. model railways, sorry.
Model railways, yep.
Model railways, and he goes up there, and he just goes up there and back into his childhood, loving it, and it's just a breakaway for these guys, So here's a question for you. Do you still like learning new things in life?
Always.
Every day is a good day, isn't it?
Yeah, but picking a subject. I mean, even like Kevin Arrow yesterday, I know that I'm going to have to really sit down and do my social media and sort it out. I've got my LinkedIn speaking, and then I've got a LinkedIn page for my pest control, and I want to keep it that way. So I don't know what to do. Can you set up 2 LinkedIn pages for yourself?
You can.
Yeah. You need a book.
I've got Stephen Silk, and I've got off of Stephen Silk, I've got Design Analytics, and I've got TEDx Stoke. So 3 separate, but they come back to me, I guess.
I think, yeah. I need to sort that out, and then I need to embed videos into my web page for my blog. No, instead of just putting it to Facebook, put it into my blog as well, and maybe write captions underneath so that gets picked up in the search. Is that correct?
John will advise you on that one.
Yep.
Yeah, and you need to put your videos on YouTube, get your keywords on YouTube, and then embed them on your page.
Okay, right.
You
that is a
tidy
priority.
your website up a little bit, because on a massive screen, you've got a menu over to the right and stuff over to the left and a bit down the middle and some massive gaps.
Right. I had a guy making a website for me, and he's just left me now. It's a nightmare. So I might have to. Do you make websites, John?
Yeah, of course I do.
I might have to have a chat with you, and because I just want to make it a bit fresher and stuff like that. Because yeah, right. So yeah, so I need to see. It looks okay to me when you look at it yourself. You say, "Yeah, I've done that. I made that." But hey, I've got to say, everything I do brings me in work.
Yeah.
It's been long established in the internet.
John, I've just signed up with Elegant Themes. You heard of them?
Yeah.
WordPress. I'm just playing around with their Divi theme.
You mentioned that word that I hate, you see. I don't like WordPress.
Do you not? Ah, right.
We don't mention WordPress.
Okay, do you like cricket? Oh.
The problem with WordPress is you buy a plugin from Fred, you buy a plugin from Paul. When you put the plugin from Paul in, the plugin from Fred stops working.
Yeah, but then you take the plugins out.
The easiest thing to
have. Version control, dear boy.
Sorry?
Version control, configuration control. You've done this for years.
That's all right for an IT professional. It's not for your average man in the street, though, is it?
No, it certainly is not. No, it's not. But it's bloody nice. So well, you'll see how nice it is later this week.
So what do you use mainly then, John? For
me, I use a .NET product called Insight Creation, but I'm also able to write code inside it to do things it doesn't do, if you like.
Ah, right, okay, yeah.
In WordPress, it's just with WordPress, so many people's plugins leave massive holes for you to hack into. It's
well, I don't use too many plugins because I want them to phone. My main thing is pick up the phone. That's all I pick up the phone. Don't emails waste my time, to be honest with you, because I never get the work.
Why though? You said just phone me, which is very important in communication.
Yeah.
And then you said when people communicate with you via email, it don't work.
No.
Why?
No. Right. So they'll just say, "Could you tell me the price of a wasp nest?" Now, I'll come back and I'll say, "Right, we'll do this. We'll guarantee elimination. We'll do this. We'll do that. We can get a same-day service, and it's 83 plus VAT." Don't hear back from them. Whereas if they're on a phone, yeah, we can get there today. Yeah, would you like to book in? Smash in. We're on our way.
What's the ratio of emails to phone calls?
Oh, about 2 emails to 100. Even less, probably. Even less.
You're getting tire kickers emailing you, trying
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound as if you've got a problem there.
No.
It's just deal with emails very, very quickly with an autoresponder or something like that. I don't know. John, what do you think?
Me, I mean, I've got a client that's got a similar problem. They rent out beautiful old cars, Packards and things like that for wedding services.
Yeah.
If they reply by email, they're lucky to get a reply back. Yeah. If they phone the people up, or the people phone them, they have a pretty much 50% success rate.
Right. But you're still worth it, 50%.
No, that's by phone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
By email, it's almost zero.
No, and I can understand that because mine's just pick up. Remember, I'm an emergency service usually. Pick up the phone. Get on that phone now.
Peter, you're at the 6th emergency service.
Yes, I've often thought of doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, they said they were the 4th, didn't they?
Who's that?
Long time ago.
The AA.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they were the 4th emergency service.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'll tell you what we have been finding recently. I've been getting a lot of feedback from customers. We're doing solar panels just now. And every time we go up on the roof, I says, make sure the van's there. Make sure you've got your name on the place. Make sure the safety things there up. And actually a compliment, because we got another job from a neighbour across the, well, a few down the streets, and they asked the people, how did they get on? And do you know what they said to them? They said, yeah, very good firm and very safety conscious. That is really good to hear. Really good to hear that. So what I'm going to do is leave them in for a while, and I hope to go around and knock at the door and say, hey, hi, it's Pete. How are you getting on? You happy with that, sir? Oh, yeah. Would you mind giving me a video testimonial? If not, give me a written one. So I'm going to try that and get.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. So,
I mean, I've had 2 occasions in the last few weeks to use Pest Controller at my mum and dad's house.
all right. Okay.
Yeah, a bit too far for you to travel, Peter.
Yes, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, I didn't actually care about price. I just wanted it done, and I want the fastest response.
How did you find him then? Where did you find him?
On the internet, but then I found him up.
Yes, there you go. That's the secret.
And he didn't have the Flash's website either.
No.
But what he did have was his phone number in big letters. So on my mobile, I could easily see it. The next lesson for your website is 48, almost 50% now of web findings and searches of the market you're in are on a mobile phone. Therefore, your website needs to have the ability for someone to press your phone number and dial you.
But I've got that.
Good.
I've got that on my phone. I've got mobile capability. But I'll tell you what, another thing I picked up on. And a guy phoned me and says it's going to be that price. He says somebody's half your price. I said, well, no, I'm not going down to that price. This is my price. And I'm telling like that. And he eventually said, I'm going to use you. Let me tell you why. He says, because I've read all your reviews on the internet. I says, there you go. I says, thank you very much. And
reviews are priceless. If you've got a page and you suddenly touch reviews, like say Stephen on Blab has been open to reviews on Facebook, and people just drop by and leave a review, it helps, doesn't it?
Yeah,
especially,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
just to go back to John's point, what he was saying was that you've got a mobile-friendly website. We all agree on that. No problem with that. What you actually need is for people to click just on the phone number whilst they're on the phone, and for it to switch straight out to the phone. Is that right, John?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think that's there.
Okay.
If it's not, it's going to be worked on. Right. I'll let the host get back.
No, I'm good. Just for a moment. Just indulge me for a moment. I'm going to press a button. And it's not going to work. So just give me a second. I'll be with you in a second. And hopefully, this time round, you will see me. And then, just now, when I play the video, you'll be able to hear the video too. So here goes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the video. I couldn't get away without isn't it?
No, it's fine.
Oh, right, okay.
It's only you that sees it back to front.
Oh, that's right. I can get used to that. See? Chili is spelled wrong. Right.
So what wonderful tool are you using?
I'm actually on Manicam this morning, so I can switch the screen in and out. And yesterday I covered using Manicam how to play a video with sound. Now, to most people, this would be no hurdle, but to me, I had a mental block about it, which I had to overcome. So yesterday, Michelle was watching. The first video I did had no sound on the video. The second video I did, video sound was perfect, but you couldn't hear me. And that was the third test. So there you are. So we're in business.
What did you use for your video creation?
The video. Ah, right. Okay. I think that was by Hans, and he's using Animoto, I think. Ask him. I'll check up.
It looks like one of the white screen jobbies. Animoto doesn't do that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, there's quite a few of the white screen things.
Do you know, I was thinking about videos, and this is something, again, thinking, we would have paid an absolute fortune. In fact, we probably couldn't afford it to go on television. Am I correct? To have a TV either. Yeah, most people don't use videos because they're scared to go on screen. Amazing. And that's it. I'm going to do more videos. I forgot about that. But it's true, isn't it? There's a technology there that's just wasted in a lot of people.
I think videos, not necessarily featuring people, is going to be a really good market in 2017.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I watch people every minute. Brad Britan, he's on every day on Facebook Live. It's video. Richard McCann, he's never off it now. And there's a few other people as well, you know. But what I don't want to do is, I think, would I be able to make another Facebook page, maybe Peter Stewart, the Talkinator or something like that, so I could build up a crowd in that and keep my private life out of it? No, two different things.
Yeah, of course you can.
I'll make that page. Oh, incidentally, I'm going to show you something, because you know what I'm like. So I found this handsome chap on Aberkill, but that's changing. They try and make it more corporate. And there's a phone number there, look, and it says, call.
Yeah, that's
excellent.
what you want.
Yeah. But I've actually got several numbers. I've got a different number than the yell.com. I've got a different number in Yellow Pages, and I've got a different number from a pay-per-click because I use a company called Virtually Local. Have you heard of them?
Yeah, I use 0800numbers.co.uk, which does the same thing. You can buy a geographic number and access it from anywhere on the internet.
Yeah, well, I've got Virtually Local.
What was that called, John?
08, I think it's 0800. I'll send you an email with the link in.
Yes.
Or a private message with the link in.
Yeah, sure.
And there's also Virtually Local as well. You put money in, and if it gets used, you use it. And I quite like that. And you can get special numbers as well. I'm sure they come with 800 as well. But it's very good because you can target market with it. I can look, and you can see how many calls you've missed. You can even get the calls recorded if you wish to see what's going on.
I've got a guy that's got 2 virtual numbers, and he lives half the year in the UK and half the year in Spain. But 01827 number, we transfer to Spain. I mean, he does it himself when he's in Spain, and everybody thinks they're dialing Tamworth and his office, and in fact, he's sitting on the edge of the beach in Spain. Nobody's none the wiser.
I met another couple of.
Well, I've lost Stephen.
Sorry?
I've lost Stephen. I don't know if you guys.
He's gone very fuzzy, but I can still see him.
Yeah, so yeah. I know another couple that run their business half a year from Spain as well. Well, they go to Tenerife and then they do everything online. It's fantastic. What a way to work, you know. Brilliant. I'd love to do that.
Another topic for us. Did you see yesterday the launch of some hardware from a tin pot bunch of Microsoft people?
I did see a bit of it. What was it going to do for you?
No idea. I didn't watch it. I'm not interested because I'm interested much more in the new MacBooks that are coming out at 6 o'clock tonight, our time.
Right. Okay.
So I was just trying to set up a bit of an argument with John about Apple versus Windows.
Me, I wouldn't fall for this argument here. Windows with a touchscreen is far more impressive than any MacBook at this moment in time.
Right.
There is a unique new feature on the MacBook that is a programmable strip, LCD strip, Okay, it's coloured, but program where you can do your own buttons on the fly.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate to tell Apple this, but we had that on the Apricot PC keyboard in 1983. Not as pretty, but we definitely had it on the Apricot PC.
So I think they might have copied that, John. So there could be a patent war coming.
No, I don't think so. Apricot went bust a long time ago.
I mean, have you ever sat and looked at all the technology you've got sitting? I've got a Samsung 10, I've got my iPhone, I've got my iPad, I've got my mini iPad, I've got 3 laptops, and I've got a notebook I don't use, a little notebook. But are you the same?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Have you seen the pictures of the new MacBooks, Stephen?
Yeah, too right. Gorgeous, absolutely bloody gorgeous.
Well, if you get a moment and have a look at my link, you'll see I've posted a picture of a 1983 machine with an LCD and 5.
I don't burst your bubble, but that page isn't available.
Sorry?
That page isn't available.
I just got it.
That's me.
See, with these MacBooks, can you use a clicker to move forward on your next slide?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to do a lot more talks now.
Well, use a what to move forward to the next page? A clicker.
A clicker.
What's wrong with your finger and just swiping it on the screen and moving it left to right?
No, because you might be away. It's about smoothness of your talk.
Yeah, well, Logitech have had a clicker available on the market for about 20 years. So.
Yes, I've got one, but I've lost it. But no, what I want to know
he's got one, but he's lost it.
But it doesn't work on an iPad. That's where my keynotes are, you know. So I have to talk to him. But I maybe get a MacBook, because I use iPads mostly now. Get the keynote in there and use the clicker to move it forward, because I'm doing a lot more talking and it doesn't look right going forward and pushing you.
So how are you connecting your iPad to the screen then? To the projector?
At the moment, I'm not. I have got a Hujima Plinker for it.
A Hujima Plinker. Is that the Scottish equivalent of a thingy-mabob?
I've got one of them, but the problem is moving on to the next slide, because on an iPad you have to go and flick it. I know it's on the iPhone, but it doesn't look good. I've seen people doing it, and most of the time they're up doing their talk, and it's abysmal because they're like trying to get it needs to be smooth. And they'll say, "What did you think of my talk, Peter?" I says, "Hey, that was good." I says, "But you know what I really need to look at?" What's that?
Here's something you should have a look at. Have you seen these Google, I can't think of its name now, the round thing that you connect to your TV?
Chromecast.
Now, what you can do is you can plug your Chromecast into your projector. Yeah.
Right.
Link wirelessly from your projector to the Chromecast, and then you can stand there and you can use your iPad in your hand.
But I don't like
project.
It's still not. It's too walking about with an iPad. You can't give expression. You've got to be able to put passion into your talking, excitement, and run about. You haven't seen me speaking, and
you're thinking that's close, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to.
I did it more.
Yeah. No, but it's true. And I've seen so many people giving talks and they're trying to their iPhone, they think it's smooth, and they'll say it just kind of took away from the talk for me.
Yeah. But going back to the iPad and the Chromecast, if you want to show your pictures to your family and put them on a big TV, it's a great little tool.
Yes, I mean, I've Chromecast for a while now and put it onto the television and watched YouTube bigger and stuff like that. Yeah, it is good. It is good. Yeah, lovely technology.
And of course, if you've got a Chromecast, you just download, you use Chrome on your laptop, your PC laptop.
Yes.
And there's a plugin that then makes the Chromecast and the PC talk.
And the Mac. And the Mac.
Done that too.
I use it on the Mac.
Fascinating, is it? Yeah.
But this is 2 years ago technology we're talking about now.
Yeah.
It's been around 2 years.
You get the Fire Talk as well, Fire Stick. from
Amazon Fire Stick. I've got that too. I've got Amazon Fire Stick and I've got 2 Chromecast in the house. So I've got
you said before, Peter, there's so bloody much of it.
Yeah, that's the problem. No, the thing is, people say, "Oh, can you buy things on Facebook?" Well, let me tell you, I have bought so many gadgets off of Facebook because they come up and I look at them and I say, "I'm having one of them." One that I'm looking at is you're on your bicycle. Doesn't even touch your ears. You still hear the traffic. There's a bit comes down, and you can actually speak, and you can speak to 2 other bikes. If you buy 2, and you can speak to each other as you're traveling, instead of going, "Oh, what? Come up close." Oh. I love gadgets. So Facebook works. I do the odd boost because it's different from an advert, isn't it? The boost's different from a Facebook ad.
I don't know exactly what it does, but we've had tens of thousands of boosts for our for TEDx Stoke.
Right.
Tens of thousands of them, and we've got hundreds of likes through. And I was just saying to the guy before you came along, Peter, the issue is converting likes into ticket sales. So that's the and I think it's just a consequence of not boosting every boost, you know, because the boost goes out locally, so it's not an international thing. Local, so for Aberkill, obviously you do it in your region.
Yes, that's what I do.
That's what you do, isn't it? You do both.
I do boosts, and then I look at the demographics, and I do it, and then sometimes change it to friends, and then I'll do other demographics and boost it out, and just see what. I mean, I'm in stopped in the street in Aberdeen and said, "Oh, you're the guys," you know, a few times now, but then I've put out my one about a new safety system I used to go on roofs. And I says, first time I've used it, took a picture, put it up, and I boosted it. And we've had someone phone in and say, "Oh, I've seen your Facebook boost. You're doing solar panels." So I think it's even targeted. But back to your likes. Okay, so you've got a lot of like people. I don't know what you do for advertising, but if you just put the people that are coming to speak, speaking about, keep.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Free, yeah, just all that free and every time it goes out, they'll be seeing it. And then
I've been posting links to your web on Birmingham groups over the past couple of weeks, Stephen.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you! Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, someone talked about going to a TEDx in London, and I said, "Hey guys, you don't have to travel as far as that. You can go to Stoke." Yeah. And then I've repeated it a few times after that.
Thank you.
Does everybody know what a TEDx is?
No.
Well, maybe it's
we do. We
all do, because Stephen's running one.
Right, so you do. So why not put a post saying you've maybe seen this? So what is it?
Yeah. We've done that, Peter. We've done that.
Yeah. Sucking eggs.
They don't know what TED is, which I find a bit remarkable, but that's just because I love it, you know. But
it's because you're an IT person.
No, it's not. I don't think. Do you know what it is? I think it's about having an inquisitive mind, and I'm not bullshitting there. I think it's if you've got the mind which says what is out there, and you want to find out what some of the most fascinating stories. And it's not just about business; it's about all sorts of social interaction as well. I mean, I keep on talking about it. I shouldn't really favour one above the other, but we've got a lady from the Donna Louise hospice, which is about 4.25 miles from where I live, and they're doing what is going to be for me the highlight of the day. I shouldn't say that out loud, but it's about the way in which they do what's called parallel planning for their patients, you know, from sort of 6 months to 16 years old. You know, they're all in sort of life limiting problems, so to speak. But when you it's about how do you market something which is it could be a life-changing thing for the viewing audience, really. And that's what I love about TED. The talks, and we've curated these talks. Spent a lot of time with Dave and the rest of the team, sort of getting the best possible speakers we can from the locality. Most of them from the locality. So yeah, it's about the phenomenon that is TED, and as Peter said about what TEDx is, we've got the license for TEDx as long as we do a good job, and we'll keep it for a long time. So it's just it's a great thing to bring to Stoke, and we've been blogging. David Murray's our curator, and he's been blogging about how important it is to Stoke, as Stoke itself faces the future. And he's actually a senior educator at the Stoke Sixth Form College, and he's got a way with words, as you maybe may expect, but she's absolutely fabulous. So yeah, we're pushing all that stuff out. In fact, starting Monday, we've got a marketing company who's a sponsor. So yeah.
See, each of the speakers, I haven't really looked at TED and TEDx, and that's quite honest. I just think time. Now, all the speakers that got up, for what I've seen, they seem to be all of finely honed people that have had training or something. The most people are really trained to do this TEDx.
So yeah, sorry, Peter, I was interrupted by.
I'm saying the people that go on TEDx, do most of them get training behind the scenes for this talks? Does somebody help them?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of videos on the TED site which says how to do a good TED speech presentation. It's not. These speakers, these presentations are not in the same mold as you might find you doing, Peter, about whatever you talk about when you do your, is it PSA speaking?
Well, I don't do any PSA speak. I mean, for instance, I talk about the Berlin Wall, and I'm trying to build something on about divisions in society.
That's an ideal topic for TEDx.
Yeah. So
there's training available online. There's what's known as a TEDx hub, where
a TEDx. What's that? I'm just going to write that down.
Called a TEDx hub, HUB.
Hub, okay.
And that's where people who are doing TEDx events write in. There's a forum, and you sort of write in saying, "Help, I'm doing this," or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there's training available there, and then we are offering each of our speakers one-to-one with David and the team to hone their presentations to make sure that they're 15 minutes in length.
Right.
That they tick all the boxes about what we expect to see from TED Talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, all this stuff's online, as I said, so you can check it out for yourself. But have you considered doing TEDx Aberdeen, Peter?
There is a TEDx in Aberdeen.
Good. Okay.
It's run by the students.
Right. Okay.
It's students mainly that go to it, you know, and I just don't know. I mean, I've never really thought of a subject, but I've looked at divisions in society, the Berlin Wall especially, and I've met people that want the Berlin Wall back up because they're not happy with their life, believe it or not. West Germans, but some East Germans who couldn't cope with it, you know. And the same in it's the same in Northern Ireland. I was in Northern Ireland and I've seen the division there. So I've got, and then what I tried to bring into, hopefully for business, is say the divisions. So the Berlin Wall, the Northern Ireland, and it's maybe breaking down that barriers in your workplace so that you can work together as a team. Because if the front person doesn't do their job, it'll fall all the way back. If the wrong information is given out, so you've got to get to know each other and work as a team. So that's like the
walls in your mind as well, isn't it? If you're a walls type person, you're hiding behind the wall.
Yeah.
There must be some psychological thing to put into it.
Yeah, because I remember once you know, there's people that are sales and people that are servicemen and engineers. And engineer said, bloody salesman, taking all this type of work and doesn't have but a clue. He's got not a clue about what we do. And this is, do you think the salesman should come out with you in the van for a while? Yeah, that's a great idea. I said, great, you're going on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because everybody should. Yeah. It's another issue in marketing.
Yeah,
people say marketing. I hate marketing, but
yeah,
every person in an organisation, in my opinion, is a marketer.
I said, right, so Now, if you got a suit, he goes, the engineer, what do I need a suit for? I says, because you're going out selling the following week. Yeah? What's up?
Can we speak, please?
We've just been sat here, we've had a coffee, we've had a smoke, we've chilled out. And...
Sorry,
can I tell you something that's actually happened in the last few minutes that I think is quite good? Renault Nissan have announced that Brexit or not, they'll be building a new Qashqai and a new X-Trail in Sunderland.
Yeah, now that's what we need to hear. That is good news. Rule Britannia. Yes. Oh,
not Scotland, though.
Hey, listen. A lot of people are just reading the news. Everybody, there's a lot of people getting sick, fed up of Nicola Sturgeon.
Oh, okay. Because she had a falling out with Theresa May, didn't she, the other day?
Everything, what the people of Scotland, right? Well, the 52% that voted want her to get on with running Scotland. And every opportunity, it's about breaking up from the UK again. Every opportunity. And people are getting sick of it. I can assure you. Put a referendum on tomorrow. She won't win. I can guarantee it. She won't win.
But she's going to battle for it, isn't she? She's going to decide to go for it. And,
yeah.
Anyway, isn't it the case though? You can't afford it.
Listen,
can't afford it.
We can't afford to be out of Europe.
I know, but
Nicola Sturgeon doesn't speak for me. I'm British.
I know, but I'm saying nobody. It's the most topsy-turvy year ever.
Yeah,
indeed.
I'm not sure who predicted it. It was
2 weeks ago.
Yet, no, listen, the economy hasn't went down. Gross.
Bloody is. It bloody is.
It says today it's went up.
It went up. Statistics. It went up by 0.5%. They expected it to go up by 0.3%. So that's a win. The quarter before was 0.7. So pick your number, make your own.
Yeah.
But
I'm just looking at the rate, the sterling dollar rate, and indeed the sterling euro rate. But it's all, as I say, it's still topsy-turvy.
Well, no, I've got to say, that is tremendous news. That's 2 car companies that have committed to
the
United Kingdom.
That's good news.
And when we become like a tax haven or something for other people, they come rolling back. We'll line them up to say, what can you do for our country? No, what can you do for our country? No, you're out there. Go away with the Europeans. Go on. They're falling apart.
Just wait till we build the 3rd runway.
Look at George saying
third runway. Wow.
I'm laughing at George soaking it in there.
Can we not get onto the 3rd runway?
Yeah, let's get onto it because it's never going to.
We need to know how we're going to build a runway over a motorway.
It ain't going to work. It ain't going to be built. Like HS2.
I want to know why they couldn't move it down so that it runs between the 2 villages and they don't have to destroy any villages. If you look at the map, there's a village half ruined at the top and a village half ruined at the bottom.
Yeah.
To the side. But if you look at it, if they just move the runway just a fraction, they could actually damage less houses. Anyway, 3rd runway for Birmingham, but everybody keeps saying 2nd runway. We already have 2 runways at Birmingham.
You've got an airport.
Sorry?
Well, sorry, that was unfair, but you've already got two runways.
Yeah, because they don't use the 2nd runway because it's a cross runway.
All right.
But everybody keeps going, 2nd runway for Birmingham, 2nd runway for Birmingham. And I kept saying, guys, don't you bloody honest, we've already got 2. You can't have a 2nd runway when you've already got 2.
Do you think it needs it, John?
It's the massive destruction it will make because it will be away from the existing airport.
Really? Right, okay.
And the interesting thing is I cannot see it happening because the airport bought all the land up, and when they said no last time round, they've sold half of it again.
Did they? Wow, right. So what about East Midlands Airport? Does it get used much?
Yeah.
It does, yeah. I have flown into there.
And that has plenty of room for expansion.
Yeah. Quite interesting. I mean, to be
honest with you, it's 35 minutes from Birmingham because it's right next to the M42.
What is the East Midlands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been down there. I mean, as I say, I'm going down to the motorbike place. What do you call it?
Staying with John.
No, he's away. He knew I was coming. He's leaving. We could have met up for a meal. He's going to be on holiday, aren't you?
No, I'm not going away next week. I'll be here.
You told me you were going away.
No, that was because I was winding you up.
Oh, right. If I knew that. Well, listen, I bought myself a 45 from free.
I said, if I remember correctly, if Scotsmen are coming to town, I'm leaving, I think, with the words.
So how far I think I'm staying in the Coventry Road, some sort of hotel, and then I'm going to
Road. Oh God!
Then I'm going to the windmill golf place for a.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's Coventry Windmill, the other side of Coventry. Yeah. It's almost Rugby.
So we meet at the motorcycle museum, but it's the last time this year, and they haven't told us where they're going, and it's been for years and years and years. So they're either going to go bigger. But I quite like coming to Birmingham. It's quite easy. I like it down there. Right.
Well, I've got to go in a minute, guys, because it's an hour we've been on.
Is it?
Yeah, well, I've got a bit of a thing happening at lunchtime. We're spreading my mum, my dad, and half my sister's ashes today. So. Have
you seen that the Catholic Church have said you're not going to be able to do that anymore?
Well, it's the corporation where ours are being spread, so Birmingham City Council, so whatever the church says is irrelevant.
I've got to tell you a story of my dad's ashes. Yeah. So I was a travelling like sales guy, and I collected my dad's ashes and I put them in the boot of the car. And you know something? He travelled more in Scotland dead. He's alive.
Well, half of my sister has been sprinkled, spread, or whatever you want to call it, in the Rockies because she lived in Canada, and the other half was supposed to be spread in Britan Park in Solihull, but we made the mistake of asking the council, who said we couldn't do it.
I'm sure you obeyed them.
Well, we were going to sprinkle regardless, and then Mum and Dad both passed away very quickly, so we decided that we'd add them all together. So they're all three are being mixed up today.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I'll see you soon, guys. Take very good.
Michelle. Bye, Stephen. Bye, Peter. Bye, John. Take care, and we'll see you next week. And bye, Michelle. See you later, Michelle. Okay,
that was a sudden ending. That was.
Well, I think we've all decided that an hour is the sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, this has gone rather well. Because I've been on Minicam, and it's taken 25% of the processor, but it does mean that I can do fancy things like playing videos or changing my photograph and.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all exploration. All good fun.
Right, I suppose I better go and do some work now.
Okay.
I don't really want to do any, but I've got to do some. I need to earn some money. And for the last few months, it's been pretty hopeless, but never mind.
Okay. Well, take care. And
nice to see you. And I will watch the bread thing back. I just didn't have any opportunity yesterday. So.
No, just say, well, thank you for the skill share too. Much appreciated.
Did you get a few people from the sharing?
I'm getting good numbers. I'm happy with that. But yes, I appreciate it.
Are you making any money?
Thank you. Oh yeah, I am actually. I'm not making thousands, but I'm making money. I mean, it's passive income, and it's all good. I've got another 3 courses lined up, so it's the way to go. And we'll be publishing the book this weekend as well.
And you chose Skillshare over the other platform because I know Angelica went on
Udemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Udemy is the thing about Skillshare is the first of all, the courses have only got to be 25-30 minutes long. Yeah, whereas on Udemy you expect to do an hour's course. On Udemy you've got to pay per course. On Skillshare you pay a membership fee each month.
Oh, right. So
So
watch as many as you like.
yeah, yeah. You can watch the superstars over there, and me, and Angelica. You only pay one monthly fee, all right?
All right.
And you've got free members and premium members. Premium member pays, I think it's $9 a month. You can watch as many courses as you want. You could do 24/7, watch every single course that's going. Or alternatively, and if you are one of those, and you take the course, if you're a paying member, then the person who did the course gets $1. Yep, simple, no argument. So you get $1 for every premium member who joins your course.
All right.
So, and once you've done the course, it's there forever. So, and providing you keep updating it, you know, so it's. Once you've done it, it's income, and then you can take the course and stick 2 courses together and put it on Udemy. So, but I'm enjoying doing it. That's the main thing. I'm getting some brass from it.
Oh, that's all important. Even if it only covers your expenses, that's a step in the right direction, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. It's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to do. So I'm enjoying it. And,
well, I've watched the first 2 videos, and it's still open in a window. But I've just been crazy the last week, so I haven't been able to actually complete it myself. Okie doke. I'll see you soon, Stephen. Bye bye.
See you soon, and bye, Michelle.